You better take care of yourself and have confidence in yourself and love yourself first, because if you don't, it's going to start spilling over into all of these places. I had a great career in real estate. However, I would say that I didn't have a great life the first 10 years that I sold. And the reason I say that is because I did not know how to integrate work and life at all. I was trying to be an entrepreneur and run a business. I was newly married. I had a brand new baby. Kind of took me down a path which I see a lot of real estate entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs in general go down, which is feeling like they are their business and like there is no separation between life and work. I literally just didn't have a great quality of life. I didn't take care of my health. I felt guilty all the time when I was working and I wasn't with my kids. And then when I was with my kids, I felt guilty I wasn't working. We became very dependent on the income that I made because thankfully we made great income in real estate. So fast forward 10 years later, I was at a breaking point. I was burnt out. I was getting a divorce. I didn't feel like I was very connected to my children. And I just said, I blamed real estate. And so this is the moment when I realized that IQ and EQ are different because number one, it had nothing to do with real estate. It had to do with me. I did not take control of my outcome. I just let it happen to me. In that moment, I realized, okay, it isn't real estate. I could be doing this in any industry. This is me. This is my decision. These are my choices, and I have to take control. What was really interesting is I actually realized I had very, very little self-confidence in general, even though I was extremely competent and confident and successful in real estate. So everybody looked at me thinking, wow, she's really confident. She's really successful. She knows what she's got it all going on. She's got the big house. And so what actually it uncovered is that started to become my identity, and that started to become what I felt good about. And I actually was pushing me more away from the things that I really needed to be focusing on. Because remember, your business is not you. You are not your business. You're a human being, and you get to be a realtor. You get to be a mom or a dad. You get to be a significant other. These are roles you get to play on this earth, but you're a human being first and foremost. And you better take care of yourself and have confidence in yourself and love yourself first. Because if you don't, it's going to start spilling over into all of these places. What does this have to do with business? Well, what's really fascinating about this is I was very successful in real estate, but I honestly was probably a fraction of what I could have been doing had I actually taken care of myself and my life. Because here's the reality, our business will only grow to the extent that we do, and I was not growing. So that was my entrepreneurial self, almost in a self-sabotaging way, being successful. And had I actually taken control, I would have been massively more successful. Likely would have had a lot more leverage because I would have been more successful, and everything could have went down a different path. In that, I started to realize I had a really great IQ when it came to business and real estate. I had no emotional intelligence at all. So you have to be aware of something in order to change it. Like I didn't even know. I just didn't know what I didn't know. Once I started to explore this idea and read books and get coaching, then of course I learned something new. I became aware, and then I could make some active changes and choices in my life. And they were one step at a time.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon.
What I realized is my business grew exponentially as I started to shift away from thinking about business so much and starting to work on myself. So the second thing I realized in my IQ, EQ, thought process was that the only place that you're truly going to feel inner joy to where you can go out there and you can make choices personally and professionally without being emotionally attached to it or feeling like your joy or your peace or your happiness is going to be, it's attached to someone or something else, is that you have to wake up every day realizing that you have a battle to fight with your own mind, that you have to push yourself into uncomfortable positions. You have to put yourself in hard places. You have to do hard things. You have to push yourself to grow, because that's absolutely the only place that you wake up with a feeling of self-trust, self-confidence, that you show up for yourself, that you can do anything that you need to do, where you get your confidence. And that is absolutely where you have self-love and you have joy. And there is absolutely, in my opinion, no other place you can get that, period.